Hello and welcome back to Fake Gamer Bro Games of the Week. This is me, the Fake Gamer Bro, Jackie, aka Jax, talking about games of the week that I played with 10 minutes or less, so I don't know why I'm spending so long on the intro. It's just me this time, again, because I'm the only one who keeps playing mobile games, but even though I say that, I'm still only playing the same few mobile games that I promise I'm scripting an episode for at some point. I just have other things going on, like losing at Pokemon VGC Draft. But what I kind of wanted to talk about, like, for the most part, is I finally tried out one of the games that I have just had downloaded and was waiting so long to play it. And no, it's not the Horse Girl game. I went ahead and deleted that off my phone because it was just taking up storage space. No, it is not the Persona 5 gacha game. I deleted that off my phone because it was taking up storage space. I decided to finally try the fucking Yu Yu Hakusho gacha game, and it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I could not. I don't even know if I played this game for a full hour. It's bad. So, like, okay, it starts off, it seems fine, right? Like, it takes you through, like, the plot of the TV show. Like, it starts off with, like, okay, Yusuke died and has to, like, do shit to not die. And it goes between, like, you're just reading some text, and then you're, like, seeing, like, screenshots from the show, and then you're seeing, like, 3D renders of, like, a specific thing, like whether they're, like, condensing a scene or whatever, to read more text. And then you get into a fight and it just goes automatically, and then you win. And then there's a lot more text and a lot more screenshots to show us, like, okay, well, now that you won this because of the confrontation that happened, here's, like, the consequences of that. Like, okay, and now the guys are, like, really mad, or they're running away, or, like, whatever the fuck happens. And then you go to the next one. You just, like, run into, like, the next thing that happens. And it's just so, like, okay, well, here's a lot of story. Here's a fight that takes 2 seconds and you don't do anything for. Eventually, you do get it to a screen where you click buttons, but I think the buttons are just to continue the story. And then it does the same thing where you're reading a lot and, like, looking at pictures, and then you're in a fight and you don't do anything. And then the fight ends, and do you understand what I'm saying? This is the pattern of the game. And then finally you get a thing where you can, like, summon another guy. So I go and I summon another guy. I don't know who she is. The other guy I summoned Kuwabara at one point. Actually, that might have just been a thing that given to me. I'm playing as Yusuke, but I don't actually have Yusuke in my party. He's not, like, one of my little gacha guys. I did get Kuwabara, but I think that was, like, part of the plot. And then I summoned another, like, this girl that, I don't know. She's probably from the tournament arc. If there's a character I don't know, she's probably either from the tournament arc or the other demon tournament arc at the very end. But I don't know. And I played through some more. I got to Hiei. Hiei showed up in the plot, and, you know, that should hook me. I love Hiei. I used to keep a picture of Hiei in my wallet when I was in high school and showed him as my boyfriend. I used to have those binders. I forget what you call them. Like, the big binders that they have, like, the plastic sleeve in the front that, like, you know, you would, like, stick pictures and stuff into. And so, like, I just had with, like, a bunch of, like, Yu Hakusho stuff, including a lot of Hiei. I had a username that was, like, Hiei is my boyfriend or something, like, as a username back in the day. I love Hiei. Hiei was not enough to get me to stick around. Because by that point, I was skipping through everything. I was skipping through all the scenes. I was skipping through just all the text. Hiei showing up did not make me stop and read what he had to say, partially because there was, like, also other guys there. And I don't care. And then the fights, I just do nothing with. Like, maybe eventually it's things I actually have to do. But, like, for it to be so passive, like, because auto battlers are fine. Like, I play auto battlers, like, Super Auto Pets is a really good auto battler, and there's, like, some others. And honestly, like, when I play Fire Emblem Heroes, that kind of turns into an auto battler because I just, like, have it, like, I put my guys in there and then they auto battle, right? But, like, you can't have text, pictures, literally no other option than just the auto battle that is done. Like, maybe you get a cutscene of like, oh, they're doing a super special move. And then it's nothing. Like, maybe once I get more guys, then I can like customize the fights before then. Or once I'm like done with the tutorial, or like the tutorial levels or whatever, like maybe like it starts getting more engagement there. But like, it's passive. It is like basically watching the most boring rendition of Yu Yu Hakusho you possibly could, but you still have to like tap sometimes to keep it going. It's bad. I'm so disappointed it's bad. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be great, like, to be honest, but I thought the not greatness would come from like predatory microtransaction stuff. It was like, don't worry, if you spend like, 20 more bucks, you might be able to get your favorite boy. You might get Kurama, you might get Hiei. Those are the only favorites anyone has, right? I don't think anyone has any other favorite characters besides those two. I think those are the only two anyone cares about. But it wasn't that. Like, I didn't get far enough in to get microtransactions, I don't think. Or maybe I just didn't explore enough, but I think I was still in the tutorial area, so I don't know how much I was unlocked for me to explore. And I didn't care. Like, I don't even know, like, what the things I get in order to summon things. I think I looked at one point to see if I could summon stuff, and I didn't. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll get it's plot stuff, and I'll just get it more. And then they'll release me to give them a lot of money so I can finally get Hiei. I don't know how to explain to you that if Hiei was not enough to keep me engaged with this app, it is useless to me. It is a bad app. It's a bad game. Everyone involved should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, I don't know. You got to do what you got to do in this industry. Like, I don't want to go that far. I don't know what kind of like time crunch or pressure or like what was coming up from up above that they needed to do. But whoever made decisions that led to this game, and they thought these were good decisions and not good except like in this specific situation where like they have to do it in like this and this way, but like they thought that these were like good design choices. You did a bad job. Like, you did a bad job. I don't know. Like, you guys know me as like, I mean, if you're here from my Homestuck podcast or like know me from Homestuck stuff, I'm like the dirt guy, right? Or if you hear from like Dragon Age, I'm like the Anders guy. I don't know any if you're here from Dragon Age. I'm more than an Anders guy. I like a lot of guys in Dragon Age. The Alistair guy could be one of them. I'm a lot of guys. I like guys. I like boys. I also like girls, but like, what are the girl characters in Yu Yu Hakusho? You name me them. Botan. I legitimately forgot Yusuke's girlfriend's name. Keiko. The point is, I like boys, and I like Hiei, and Hiei I wrote self-insert fan fiction of and posted it on Quizilla in high school. I like Hiei. If Hiei is not enough to get me to stick around long enough to even have the option to spend money to try to get Hiei, you failed. I don't know. Like, it's like if I had the option to like get cute little like Dirk images. No, I mean, with the current climate of Homestuck, I'm not getting into that. That's from my other podcast. I would not spend money on any official Homestuck thing right now. But the point is like, it's my little guy. He's my little guy. With Hiei, it's very literal. He's canonically extremely short. If my little guy isn't enough to get me interested in your game that I was planning on like probably spending more money on than I should have because I wanted my little guy, I know I'm just talking so much about liking Hiei and not enough about how bad the game is, but I can't get over it. I can't get over how much it was just watching a shitty rendition of Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, you know what? I guess the live action Yu Yu Hakusho also didn't keep me, but that's just because I have a hard time reading subtitles for a while, and then the dub was just weird with live action. But it not because like I thought it was inherently bad. They're making some choices that I don't necessarily like, but I didn't stick around to see if it was like a bad show in general. But I've described the game. Like, you watch cutscenes and you read text, and then you watch the battle happen without your input. And that's the game, at least for the first like 30 minutes. I don't know how long I played. Again, I don't know if it gets good after that, and I don't care. If it takes you that long to hook me, you're fucking dead in the water, my guy. Um, anyway, I will try to play some new games or actually talk about the games that I have been playing, but in the meantime, I will see you